Good morning everyone, today we're checking out a brand new video from Dead Meat, the kill count for the 2024 movie Longlegs, which sounds like it should actually be a movie about spiders. So let's hop in and see what's crawling about.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite
FBI.
horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Longlegs, released in 2024. Longlegs is the fourth film directed by Oz Perkins, son of Psycho actor Anthony Perkins. Like his father,
awesome.
Oz began his career as an actor, with notable appearances in Legally Blonde and as a young Norman Bates in Psycho 2. We saw him on the Kill Count
that's
recently, thanks to his fun little cameo in Nope. Over the past decade plus,
Nice.
Perkins has established himself as a filmmaker in his own right. His style
Oh, the
doesn't
monkey.
always work
Okay.
for me, but he does have a style, which I can respect. Longlegs was probably his most mainstream movie, at least until The Monkey, thanks in large part to an incredible marketing campaign by distributor Neon. It follows a female
Nice.
FBI agent in 1990s Oregon as she hunts a serial killer named Longlegs. Agent Lee Harker is played by Micah Monroe, who has established
Oh, so we got something akin to Silence of the Lamb in a way.
herself as a modern scream queen. She started her career with The Guest and It Follows, and gave an incredible performance in 2022's Watcher. While Harker is reminiscent of Clarice Starling in some ways, Monroe
Hey,
makes
I
her a
just made that
unique and
reference.
full-fledged character of her own, a bundle of neuroses and possible autism. Her character goes up against Longlegs, played by Nicolas Cage, doing his Nicolas Cage thing. He's been on the count in Mandy
yeah.
and Willy's Wonderland, and he's back again here, being somehow both unrecognizable and the most Nicolas Cage
I completely forgot he was in this, even though we watched the trailer about a week ago.
I've ever seen him. Given its subject matter, it's no surprise Longlegs pays tribute to crime thrillers like Seven and Silence of the Lambs. But don't expect an intricate detective plot.
I like
While there is
Seven.
plenty of clue gathering and code cracking, this movie's much more of a mood piece. That mood is foreboding, thanks to the long camera shots, the creepy score, and all the crime scene photos and 911 calls. It does a great job getting under your skin. This thing is a nightmare, but also
Is it
like
good?
kind of a cozy one. It's like a nightmare you could curl up on the carpet with.
A good night now.
A long dream,
Sounds like a nightmare.
and so dark.
I know that didn't work for everyone, especially people wanting something more grounded. Shit gets downright wackadoo in the final act. But for me, it was such a
How
unique
wackadoo?
horror experience, I'm not gonna get hung up on little plot details. Especially since I saw it on the big screen. I was fine just being swallowed up by cold cinematography and an off-kilter mood.
Ooh. Let's see.
A birthday
Oh.
card? But my birthday was months ago. Huh.
Why is it a
Oh,
9?
It's written in some kind of code. Oh, no, wait, it's just written upside down.
Oh.
James,
Huh.
you're getting old. Rude. Are you taking care of your deteriorating body? What? So
Jeez.
now just because I have to worry about sleep and what kind of food I eat and the aches I get when I wake up every morning, now my body...
Come on, how old even is James? The dude looks like he's maybe, and this is literally just me trying to be honest, like maybe early 30s. Because honestly, the guy doesn't even look past 20.
He's falling apart? I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of is. Regardless, I am
Okay, late 20s, early 30s, that would be about the range I would guess for his age.
making sure to take care of myself by seeing all the necessary doctors with the help of today's
it's
sponsor,
ZocDoc.
ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. They offer doctors across every specialty, from primary care to mental health to dental to more. And you can
Oh, that's
filter
kinda
from their
useful.
available doctors to see who takes your insurance, how close they are, and how well rated they are. Then, once you've found a doctor, you
Not
can search
bad.
appointment openings and instantly book a visit. With many available in just 24 to 72 hours.
Ooh, 3 days.
Pulled something. Stop putting off all those doctor's appointments.
How do
and
you
go to
pull something in your neck just by
ZocDoc.com/deadmeat to find and instantly book a top-rated
mind.
doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/deadmeat. ZocDoc.com/deadmeat.
Boom, let's go.
How many victims will Longlegs leave long dead? Let's find out and get to the kills.
Let's go.
The movie begins with a dinosaur, T-Rex to be exact, with
Hey,
the lyrics to Bang a
nice.
Gong, Get It On. A rounded 4x3 frame fades from crimson into the exact kind of creepy shot Oz Perkins is so good at. At a snowy white farmhouse, a little girl
that
admires the
is
scenery.
white.
Tree,
Look at that.
tree, tree. Man, like an RKO out of nowhere.
There she is. The almost birthday girl.
Okay, we're in full-on
He
Wheelsville
almost bought
already.
that girl.
Apologizing for his long legs, Goldilocks bends down to show the little girl his title card. The opening credits play on the Jewel by
Okay.
T-Rex as the aspect ratio switches to 16:9. The movie's kind of needlessly divided
Oh,
into
there it is.
parts, with the first
Said Nicolas Cage. Cool.
one called His Letters, whomever he may be. Rookie FBI agent Lee Harker is assigned a partner named Fisk, a man full of cheekbones and jaw. She's
Damn.
quiet and more than a little
Kind of
awkward as
impressive.
they canvass houses looking for a suspect, but she speaks up when her spidey senses tingle at a house that ain't even on their list. Handsome Squidward humors her and checks it out.
Hi there. I am. Somebody could take a look at that for me.
Oh no, that
Holy
handsome face!
jeez.
Ruined by a front door gunshot. Wonder how many paper boys this place has gone through. Pushing through her shock and with her partner's blood still on her face, Harker manages to apprehend the suspect. The incident lands her in the FBI's X-Files basement, where she's put through a word
God.
association exercise. It's designed to test her for latent psychic abilities, and while she's not quite Danny Torrance, she is able to correctly guess a randomly generated number half the time.
Half psychic is better than not psychic at all, I'd say.
So basically,
Yeah, I mean, that
Harker
is kind
has
of useful.
supernatural hunches. I love that little wrinkle of magical realism. It's very Stephen King, and it sets Longlegs apart from its more grounded inspirations. She meets with two senior agents, Carter
Yeah,
and Browning,
okay.
who assign her to a cold case they've been struggling with. Over the past few
Longlegs.
decades, a string of fathers have violently killed their entire families and then themselves. Each family had a daughter who was born on the 14th of a month, and each crime scene had a
Yikes.
coded letter left behind, written and signed by someone named Longlegs.
10 houses, 10 families, over the past 30 years.
With no leads, Carter has Harker turn that
That would be one family every 3 years then, if it's keeping to a certain ratio, and not just, it's been 30 years and I've done this.
beautiful mind towards the case. She pores over newspapers, death certificates, and terrifying 911 calls.
When she's sleeping, it's the best time to do it.
Plenty of dead people in this truly unsettling montage, but I won't count them since we never met them in person outside of photographs.
That
Staring
is
at bodies
true.
all day causes Harker's mind to go down the drain. Yeah, been there, girl. So Carter takes her out to unwind over drinks. Harker theorizes that Longlegs might be working with accomplices, a la the Manson family, as Carter scarfs down. What is that, man? Like probably his fourth old fashioned? She drives this drunk ass home and shows off more of that personable personality.
Drunk
You
fool.
to come meet my wife and kid?
Sir, do I have to?
Yeah.
She meets his
Yeah,
wife
if you
Anna
want.
and their daughter Ruby, who shows Harker inside her room. I love this scene with
Okay, yeah, this is definitely what helps lean her into the autism angle, since many of them don't like social interactions like this.
Harker so out of her element.
What about that thing? Do you go in it?
But at the same time, she shows more candor with Ruby than she does with any of the adults.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
A little. Probably a pinch more than
Yeah.
men.
Yeah, it is.
Before she leaves, Ruby invites Harker to her upcoming birthday party. Oh, great. Now she's gonna have to think of a gift to get. Micah Monroe was a huge fan of crime thrillers and wanted to be a part of Longlegs as soon as she read the script.
When I read the script, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be in like an FBI outfit on a crime scene.
For her performance, she took inspiration from Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, another female sleuth who's comfortable solving crime but awkward in social situations. Harker gets home to
very
her gorgeous
clever.
cabin in the woods. It's like she's living in a damn vacation home. She talks to her mom on the phone, but the conversation's so frosty, she's gonna have to soak her hand in warm water when she's done. Her solitude is breached by a
frostbite.
knocking at her door. Who's there?
Wait, who could be
Ooh,
knocking?
A shadow in the woods. A shadow in the woods. Who? Oh, no, seriously, come back and tell me! All of a sudden, there's a man
he
inside
gone?
her house. He's
Ooh.
already gone when she gets inside, though. That little sneaker letter lever. The letter is a gift of sorts. A part 2, nestled amongst all
It said don't open until January 14th.
of her things. Over a bowl of the soggiest, saddest Cheerios, she tries to
Aw,
crack
I'm
the code.
sorry.
Jesus will tell her how to do it. Have faith in the Lord. With some biblical help, she decodes the letter, discovering a little edgelord threat pertaining to her mother's milk. Harker's called away to the
Okay,
latest
don't need
Longlegs
that.
crime scene, which she enters in a sick tracking shot. The family this house belongs to was supposed to be on vacation, which is why it's taken so long to find their nasty, maggoty bodies in the bed. This is
Oh.
the family's mother and 10-year-old daughter, murdered by a father who's also dead, but whose body we never see. Parker uses the cipher from her birthday card to decrypt the letter left here, but she can't tell her boss how she learned to do it, or else, yeah, well, you know. Decoding the rest of Longlegs is
I would just be honest, be like, wait, how do you know how to decode this? Because, oh, someone apparently broke into my home, dropped a letter off for me, and I started decoding it right there. Oh, what was on it? Some disgusting stuff about my mother. Oh god, why did you make me read that? I didn't make you read it, I just handed it to you. You chose to read it. Damn it,
Letters
damn
reveals
you.
a
Fine,
pattern to
fine.
his murders. They always took place 1 to 6 days before or after the family daughter's birthday.
It's an algorithm. His algorithm.
Oh, careful now. Algorithms really don't like kills. Or gore. Or grown-up stuff in general. The murder dates form a triangle, with an upcoming murder to take place 3 days from now. And the letters all used a recurring phrase, too.
The fine time we had at the Camera family farm, where X's marked the spot.
Carter recognizes the name Camera as one of the family of victims, the only one who had a survivor. Carrie Ann Camera was
Ooh.
at school when her dad killed her mom and a local priest. It's a welcome break in the case.
She's still alive?
Water Rock Psychiatric Hospital.
It's not far from here.
So she's alive,
132 miles, sir.
In the old farm?
not
89.
mentally.
Let's start there.
They head to the Camera family's now abandoned farm, where we get more wonderful moody shots. I really love the winter dreariness that permeates this whole film. Courtesy of first-time director of photography, Andre Sorochi. Wow.
Damn,
Well, the film's plot
really?
is a spin on
First
Silence
time?
of the Lambs. Orochi didn't mimic that movie's visual style. Instead, he and Perkins took inspiration from Gus Van Sant films, like Drugstore Cowboy, My Own Private Idaho, and Elephant, which inspired those long Steadicam shots, but not the Psycho remake, sadly. Orochi also staged shots with more
okay.
headroom than normal, an uncomfortable framing that conveys unseen forces keeping the characters down. Harker and Carter follow X's to the barn, where in an upper loft, they uncover a realistic replica doll of Carrie Ann. Damn, looks like Megan really
Ooh.
took her sequel's box office failure hard. God damn it! Inside the doll's head,
Hey,
they
man,
find
relax.
a hollow metal ball. The coroner says it has nothing inside, yet it somehow emits a high-pitched noise. Really tuned to the bad vibes frequency, too.
The other night I could have sworn it was whispering my ex-wife's name over and over again.
Yeah, no, cut that damn thing open right now.
Sound ushers in a vision of Longlegs building the doll in his basement.
What's your name, little angel?
He says her name doesn't matter much because she is the dark, and then he shrouds her. Oh, you see all that too, Harker? Shit was weird, right?
I don't
We're nearly
know.
halfway through the
Don't
film,
know.
so it's a good time to finally meet our daddy Longlegs in the pale flesh. Big Double L is shopping at a hardware store and advertising Neon's other horror film from the same year.
Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo.
What?
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Yeah, what
Yeah, it was
reference was
confusing,
that?
but hey,
Oh.
Dan Stevens was having fun. This
Okay,
teenage
never mind.
clerk is played by Bea Perkins, Oz's daughter. In fact, she's calling for him right now.
Daddy!
The interaction humiliates Longlegs, but he turns his road rage into a banger.
Oh. You know, I wonder how he actually is doing after so many of these scenes where he's having to just be a crazy guy. Like, does Nick just go home, take a glass of bourbon, just sit down, and be like, why the hell am I always being cast as psycho people that go freaking crazy? Can I just be like a detective of once that's not insane? You know, or literally just a father trying to make do? Well, the only movie I actually enjoyed being a part of was Willy's Wonderland because I didn't talk. I didn't have to be crazy. I just cleaned.
The agents go to visit Carrie Ann Camera herself. She's been committed to a mental hospital run by the greatest little side character ever. He says Carrie Ann had been unresponsive these past 8 years, but just became lucid yesterday after she got a visitor. Too bad he didn't see who the visitor was, and they used Harker's name for the sign-in sheet.
Does the guard check IDs?
Well, it does sound like a good idea, but no.
You
I
idiot.
love the random
You
humor in
piece
this
of
movie.
idiot.
This bit courtesy of Shaft and Kareem. He was also in The Monkey, the Perkins written and directed film that came out like 7 months after Longlegs. How the hell did you do that, Oz?
Damn,
While Carter
that's
waits in the
impressive.
hallway, Harker interviews Carrie Ann, who, surprise, is played by Kiernan Shipka, last seen on the kill count to Totally Killer. I totally
Hey, I
wasn't
remember that
expecting
movie.
to see her as this random side character, but it makes sense. Shipka had starred in 2015's The Blackcoat's Daughter, which was Perkins's directorial debut. She was only hired a
Nice.
few days before shooting and had to wear contacts to match her eye color to the actress playing young Carrie Ann in flashbacks. Carrie Ann doesn't remember anything since her family died, but she recounts the time leading up to it in 4x3 flashback style. Seemed like her mom was into knife play and her dad
Oh.
worked real hard on his axe swings. Must have been practicing for when he used that axe on their local priest.
Damn.
While her mama was talking to a shrouded POV, he used the axe
Oh,
on her too.
there it goes.
We see more of the attack in a later flashback. Oh, and I'm also counting Papa Camera now too. We don't see his death on screen, but we've met him now, and he dies right right after this.
Yeah, we know
Carrie Ann's
he's
mom is
dead.
played by stunt woman Lisa Chandler, who also doubled Micah Monroe in this movie. Her
Oh,
creepy
that's
performance
cool.
adds a lot to this kill scene, which we featured on our halftime show video with Oz and Elijah Wood joining us to analyze
Hey.
it and break it down. Carrie Ann tells Harker that she's a big
That's
fan
still
of the guy who
cool.
visited her.
Like if and he told me to take a jumpy out a window, I'd surely do.
This speech pattern is
Wait, the
certainly
what?
a choice, but I think Shipka commits enough to sell it. I like how brazenly fucking weird it is.
Or if and he told me to kill you right here in this room with my bare hand, I'd surely do.
What?
Just happy as peaches to watch your heavy heart go pop pop, and your eyes is to go all to blood.
Even when it gets a little dull. Carrie Ann says she doesn't remember any doll
Nope.
that looked like her, but implies that Harker also has a doppelganger that she don't remember either. This implied connection between Harker and Longlegs becomes more explicit when Carter uncovers another connection. She was the little girl in the cold open, which took
Oh,
place the
really
day
now?
before her 9th birthday. And her birthday is on the 14th of the month, just like the daughters in the families that were killed. Carter's learned this thanks to a police report filed by her mom, which described a tall, pale, creepy-ass trespasser. While it's understandably overlooked with
Yeah,
everything
that's
else going on, I
Longlegs.
love Blair Underwood's performance as this movie's Scott Glenn character. Perkins loved him too. He was enchanted just watching him flip a lid over in the barn scene.
It was so sexy and suave.
Harker has no memory of the incident from her 9th
Just be
birthday,
careful though,
even
man.
though we've seen how memorable it was. So Carter sends her home to talk to her mama. Harker's mother Ruth has been off screen until now, with only her voice heard during eerily flat phone calls.
Lee, are you still saying your prayers?
Turns out she's equally unsettling in person.
Prayers don't do a goddamn thing.
Oh man, this mother-daughter
Okay.
relationship is fraught. Lee probably can't even name the last holiday she spent here. Ruth is just
There's
so
something
quietly
going on.
intense. She makes Harker's discomfort levels soar from their already high baseline.
You're not a child because you were allowed to grow up. Allowed? This is a cruel world,
Wait, what do you mean allowed?
especially for the little things.
He would
Ruth's
just grow
excellent
up.
performance comes courtesy of Alicia Witt, who was final girl Natalie in Urban Legend. There's only 17 years between the actresses playing mother and daughter, but Witt is aged up thanks to hairstyling and makeup. She looks like the life's been drained
Always
out of
classic.
her, matching her home that's become a suffocating tomb. This place is Marie Kondo's worst nightmare. The piles of bags and boxes behind
Oh,
them,
my
the
God,
kitchen that
I
would
didn't
give
realize.
Gordon Ramsay a heart attack, those stairs, oh my God.
How do you climb
Fire
those?
hazard of those stairs. Witt doesn't like watching her own work and still hasn't seen Longlegs, but said playing Ruth was cathartic. Her own parents barred her from their home for over a decade, refusing her help when it fell into disrepair. That eventually
Yikes.
led to their deaths in December 2021 when they died from suspected cold exposure. Witt described her
I'm
experience
sorry.
on Longlegs as spiritual, helping her come to terms with her mother's mental illness. Ruth says she doesn't remember the trespasser she filed a police report about, but if Harker wants, she can poke around her old stuff. It's all there, trust. Even her old baby teeth.
Jesus
Ah.
Christ, Mom.
This relates to what Ruby told Harker.
Then again, a lot of parents keep baby teeth for some reason. Why do they actually keep baby teeth? I have no idea why or how that even start or why it keeps going
Her
on.
about the childhood toys her dad keeps around.
Dad says he wants to keep some of my old stuff around so I don't grow up too fast. But I'm gonna grow up anyway.
Perkins called Longlegs his
Well,
most
that's not too
personal
bad.
film, largely due to this theme of overprotective parents. His father, Anthony, was a gay man who never came out of the closet and died of AIDS complications in 1992. Oz's mom,
Damn,
actress and
that's a
model
shame.
Mary Berenson, had kept his father's sexuality and illness a secret from Oz and his siblings, which includes musician Elvis Perkins, who did the music for Longlegs under the name Zilgi. In another
Oh, that
tragic
is
layer
actually
to his
cool.
upbringing, Oz's mom was murdered on 9/11, where she was a
Ouch.
passenger on the first plane to hit the towers. The fact that their mother had covered up
sorry.
parts of her life that she considered unsavory became the inspiration for Longlegs. Oddly enough, Nick Cage's performance was also inspired by his own late mother.
She used to say to me, "You look just like a little bird when you were born." And I was like, yeah, that's Longlegs.
His cuckoo peekaboo from earlier was something she would do to him when he was younger to make him go to sleep. It scared him too.
And I would be three going, why? I'm not sleeping.
Reflecting on his mother's struggles with mental illness helped Cage view his character more sympathetically despite his unsavory actions. It's similar to the approach he took as Dracula in Renfield, where he based his character on his father.
Gosh,
Wow.
I channeled my dad for Dracula, and I channeled my mom for Longlegs. What does that say about my childhood?
I don't know,
That
man.
your parents
but
were a
I'm
little
glad
extra?
this movie could double as therapy for so many people involved. Harker searches a toy chest marked Lee's stuff and finds a bunch of Polaroids. Hope they've got a clue or something. What
Oh.
if they do and it's scary? It ushers in another flashback where Ruth confronted the stranger danger, and Longlegs tried to put them at ease with a song.
Let me in now, and it can be nice.
Nope, that's when you
To
pull
make
the
these
guns out
flashbacks
and
feel
leave.
70s, they were shot on 35mm film, and Ruth's hair was styled based on, oh wait, kitties from that 70s show?
Oh, kick
see.
ass.
I guess when he was done belting in her face, Harker snapped a photo of Longlegs, which is what she has now. She brings it to Carter, swearing up and down that this is the guy
This
they're
is the
looking
guy.
for. Not a whole lot to go off of, but with a face this distinctive, the cops
Yeah.
are able to track down Mr. Legs, first name Longathan. Perkins wanted to keep this first full view of Longlegs as matter-of-fact as possible, in contrast to his
Wonder what he's doing
darker,
with those
more
suitcases.
horror movie moments earlier on. He viewed Longlegs as a person who doesn't actually enjoy murder, but is nonetheless compelled to do it. His unnerving
Compelled?
appearance is
For
because
what
Nick
reason?
Cage wanted a full transformation, a la Lon Chaney. Perkins and the makeup team took inspiration from botched plastic surgery patients, particularly
Oh.
Jocelyn
Oh.
Wildenstein, dubbed the Cat Lady by news outlets. The character's also modeled after some
Miss, I'm
musicians.
sorry
His
for you.
pale skin comes from Bob Dylan's look on his Rolling Thunder review tour, and his hair and aura from Mark Bolan, frontman of T-Rex. The English band's music is all
Okay.
over this movie because it evokes a very specific era. Bolan was a standard bearer
Not too
for
bad
glam
when
rock,
separate.
a flamboyant early 70s subgenre that was huge in the UK. The associated artists have a very distinct and decadent look, probably best exemplified by Bowie's Ziggy Stardust era.
Oh.
This explains the kind of guy
Never hated
Longlegs
that.
is, and why he's always belting out tunes. That kind of specificity is exactly what I love to see in a horror villain, and it's what helped Longlegs win the prime rib for best villain at the latest horror awards.
Well,
Longlegs
congrats.
is revealed to be a doll maker named Dale Ferdinand Cobble. It's a name I've already
That is a
forgotten.
name.
It's fucking Longlegs. He's taken into custody, but they don't have any actual evidence tying him to the crimes. Questioning him doesn't prove to be helpful either.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Is there anything y'all can do to this man?
I'm glad they filmed
It's
that
the
interview
80s,
in the
isn't it?
creepiest fucking way
Beat 'em.
possible. What, were they trying to traumatize Lee? And the freeze frame they leave on the TV when they pause it? That's almost as funny as this line from Agent Browning.
I mean, he worships the devil, that's for sure. But in the United States of America, he's allowed to do that.
Cage actually filmed this interrogation for
okay.
a full 26 minutes, singing and improvising the entire time. Browning's other line references it.
It goes on like that for a while.
For how long?
26 minutes?
24 minutes.
For
24
authenticity,
minutes.
DP Orochi
Ah,
shot it on a
okay.
period-appropriate Panasonic VHS camera. Some test footage they shot was used as a quick cameo for Perkins as a preacher seen earlier on Ruth's TV. Since today is the day Longlegs
Okay,
was supposed
not
to
bad.
do one more murder to complete his triangle algorithm, Harker begs to interrogate him. She still thinks he has an accomplice, his own Amanda Young running around. Carter would rather leave well enough alone, but he lets Harker do her thing. She steals herself before stepping in.
Wait. Remember the doll? There was that metal ball in the head, and they said it was emitting a high frequency thing. What if that caused the families to go mad? Like, he would make the doll and send it into them, like it's meant to be a birthday gift. But over time, through the exposure of the noise, it causes someone to go mad.
Inside to have her first
Causes
adult
all of
face-to-legs
them.
confrontation.
There she is. The almost birthday girl.
She tries to get him to give up his accomplice, but he's too
Come on,
busy
Legs.
Nick Caging it up.
Knock, knock on the farmhouse door. A nice lady with a Bible and a congratulations, you have been selected. You may now collect your gift from the church.
After pressing him further, he finally throws her a bone.
Alright,
Why
man.
don't you ask your mommy?
With that and a final Hail Satan, Longlegs
Mom.
suddenly exits the interview with some
Ooh.
heavy metal headbanging against the table. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot
And
of paperwork.
he's gone.
Shooting the scene was the first time Monroe had seen Cage in full Longlegs makeup. To film it, 2 cameras were put
Good.
on the table to capture their reactions as Harker walked in. She was allegedly so spooked for real here, her lav mic picked up her accelerated heartbeat.
It looked like you were pretty disturbed.
Ooh.
I was.
Now
That fact
that's
was part of
impressive.
Neon's incredible marketing campaign, which included billboards that let you call Longlegs and a whole AR puzzle experience where you deciphered his letters. We head into part 3 with the birthday girls and another addition to the
Alright.
count. Carrie Ann Camera is dead. Carter tells Harker
Damn.
the news. She threw herself from the hospital roof, likely at Longlegs' request. Carter's pissed that Longlegs avoided justice, but
Oh yeah, apparently she did say a line earlier, something about If he asked me to, I would jump from the roof. Or
Now that he's
something.
dead, he assumes the whole ordeal is over. But Harker can't get his final words out of her head.
Hail Satan.
Well, okay,
Not
the
that one.
penultimate words. The thing he said about her mom. She and Agent
Yeah,
Brown
go
head
talk
back
to
to
your
her
mom.
mother's farmhouse to take Ruth Harker in for questioning. But while Harker's looking for her inside the house, Ruth sneaks up and ends Browning's joyride with a shotgun blast. Harker comes around just in time to see the double tap and pose for the movie poster. Harker confronts her mother outside where she finds another doll, this one based on Harker. Wow, it's like a my-sized Barbie, if you know, they were made by Satan. After a brief standoff, Ruth turns the gun on Harker. Harker doll, not Harker daughter. She blasts the doll's head off, which gives Lee a bit of a brain fart. Really let
Whoa,
it rip, too.
did you see
Knocked her
that?
straight to the ground. Looks like there was something in that brain ball after all. An evil mist. Or maybe a baby smoke monster. I like
That
how the
was
coroner
something.
told them it was empty and pointless to open. It's almost like he was under its influence and trying to protect it. The ball busted
told
makes
ya.
Harker pass
There
out
was
and
something.
ushers in the exposition section of the film.
Maybe I should spell it out for you.
And spell it out, Ruth does. She narrates what happened after Longlegs visited them, how he tied up Ruth and had his black-cloaked associates stare her down. He told Ruth he'd kill her and her daughter unless she helped him with his deeds. To protect Lee, Ruth agreed to be the forward-facing figure for his whole operation.
Knock, knock, knock.
The woman from the charts. Oh my god.
Farmhouse door. A nice lady and a Bible. And a congratulations, you've won.
Disguised as a nun, Ruth's job was to
Oh.
get these doppelganger dolls inside the
Shit.
house. Each doll contained a metal ball brain that had a little bit of Longlegs inside. His spirit, and that of the literal devil, is what corrupted the families and led the fathers to violently kill all of them.
Well, shit, I was technically right.
From his hiding place within the dolls, the devil did the rest.
Ruth had to sit by and QC the whole thing, making sure it
I
went
was
down like it
right.
was supposed to. Doesn't seem like she enjoyed it, but she did it to keep her daughter safe, lending more meaning to that earlier line.
You're not a child because you were allowed to grow up.
Harker actually figured out the whole doll
can't
thing
believe I was
earlier,
right.
but was dismissed by Carter.
In some cultures, dolls are used in magic to control people.
Longlegs is just a man, Harker, not a witch doctor.
But she was right. The dolls were key to everything going on. That's why the very first shot of the film is from the Harker doll's shrouded POV as Longlegs drove up to her house. I know this movie lost a lot of
damn.
people here with the reveal that the devil is real and that he was using a weird-looking ex-rocker to make dolls that would spiritually poison families and get them all murdered. I get it. It's probably especially jarring if you wanted something more grounded like Silence of the Lambs. But I like that this wound up supernatural.
This isn't a grounded film. This is has 1 foot off the ground film.
And it's not like it came out of nowhere. Harker was literally reading a devil book in the library. If your problem is you don't think it all adds up in the end, well, I mean, you're not wrong. Perkins
Yeah.
admitted he didn't want to
Something.
flesh out the mythology too much, instead leaving it to audience interpretation.
My honest answer is that I make up only as much as is needed to sort of sit on the top like magic shell. You know, like you pour magic shell on ice cream. And there's like it's like the
like
density
fudge.
of the mythology is about magic shell dense.
I do agree that this specific section spells things out a bit too much, like the classroom scene in Us, you know? And yeah, that one
Yeah,
line's
a
quite
little
the pleasure.
extra.
She had once been a nurse. Now her work would be murdering families.
But all in all, it still works for me. Harker comes to inside Longlegs' basement workshop, which, in a Black Phone-esque twist, is actually in her childhood home. She had seen a bug coming out from under the door earlier, but couldn't open it because it was locked. I guess Double L likes his privacy. Harker answers a ringing phone and hears the voice of Longlegs on the
So, quick question. Why the fuck was he living under the house?
other end. He tells her to get to Ruby's birthday party, so she might as well take his car that she finds parked out back. On the way, she has a good scream, mirroring her tormentor's freak out from earlier. Harker...
Wait a minute. What's the chance that she is the daughter of Longlegs?
arrives to find Carter wearing a smart cable knit sweater and serving
Ooh,
lips
that's-
into the camera.
that's
There's
a
also
good
a
sweater.
blink and you'll miss it reflection in their front door, an outline of the friggin' devil. It's one of 15 devils hidden throughout the film, hinting at his presence throughout Harker's life. Perkins wanted them
Nice.
to make viewers take a closer look at the film. This final
Oh,
appearance
those
was his
horns are
favorite,
big.
partly because it covered up the camera's reflection in the glass. Inside, Harker finds that Ruth has already crashed the party, sitting there looking like Satan's little hobbit helper. Harker tries to warn Carter about her mom, but he just yells at her to sit up the chit. Looks like the doll Ruth brought over is already affecting the family.
Honey, maybe now would be a good time to bring out the cake.
The cakes. Yeah. I'll
find something to cut up the cakes with.
Yeah, nope.
The
Take the doll,
fatalist
throw
behavior
it.
here really freaks me out, especially when Ruth tells Harker it's too late to save Anna. Carter's dialogue confirms his intentions to kill her.
I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
No, I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'll still
boy.
be in the kitchen.
Still, it kind of pisses me off that Harker just sits there and lets them go into the kitchen. She
Take
hears
the
Carter
dead
stabbing
is-
Anna to
fucking
death.
damn it.
You could have stopped him, Harker. Anna seemed
Break
like a nice
the
lady,
doll!
and now she's dead. When Carter returns, intending to kill his daughter, Harker guns him down. Didn't need no supernatural hunches to know what that guy was about to do. Thinking Ruby has to die to keep up her end of the bargain, Ruth tries to attack, only to get put down by her daughter with a hurt shot.
Why would you do
Harker
that?
takes Ruby away from the carnage, and the movie ends with one last message from Longlegs.
Hail Satan.
This,
And of course, a
this
little more
is.
T-Rex.
I don't.
Count now. The people
I'm sorry. I have no idea what to think of this damn movie. This is.
died.
This is the most
Not
mindfuck
once,
movie
not
I can actually
twice,
think of
but
now.
on the background, that's always white.
Let's get to the numbers.
That would have been a good chance. Hey, look at there it is. Should have already had him though, but whatever.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Alright, how many
I
people
counted
died?
12 kills in Longlegs, 5 males and 7 females, which gives us a rare red majority pie chart.
Ooh.
Though I've got to say, they've been less rare lately. As for this
Yeah,
exact
they all
count
becoming
right now,
kind
we've
of
only seen it once
uncommon.
before, and Never Hike Alone too. With a runtime of 101 minutes, Longlegs had a kill on average every 8.42 minutes.
Not
I'll
bad.
give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Longlegs, aka what was it, Martin Cobbler Elf or some shit? This film's actually pretty
was,
light on graphic
David
violence,
Coppola
at least
or
by
something.
horror standards, which makes this villain
Yeah.
death all the more shocking. His face really fell apart there. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Anna, whose death was both off-screen and avoidable, Harker. You could have saved her! And that's it. Longlegs was released in 2024 and became the highest-grossing independent film of the year, and of Perkins' career. Until next time,
Wow.
I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count.
Okay, before we end off this damn video, let's go ahead and see what will be on the chopping block for next week.
Kill count. Are you ready for your second wish?
Wishmaster.
Soon we shall
Wishmaster.
return to the franchise featuring everyone's favorite Genie Meanie.
You're wasting my time now.
Which Wishmaster is?
Pissing me off.
Wishmaster 2 sees the Jinn
Oh, it
trapped
literally
in
is
a new
Wishmaster
prison.
2. Well, alright then, that's gonna be kind of interesting to see. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.